Hey guys, today we're going to talk about a well-known bait, and we have the originals here at SaveMore. This is the Lucky Strike Scrounger head. Now, this can be a really deadly bait if used properly. So we're going to talk about some do's and don'ts of the Scrounger today in our SaveMore FishMore segment of the day. So stick around, we're going to do a deep dive coming up next.
Two-time NPFL champ SaveMore Outdoors Pro from Sapulpa, Oklahoma. Put your hands together for the hookup, Sean Soka.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Joe LaBarbera from the Outer Realm. You've joined us for another SaveMore FishMore segment of the day. And today we are talking, like I said before, about the original Scrounger from Lucky Strike. I love a Scrounger. I think it's just been forgotten by so many people, and it really is a great way to get bit. Now, basically 100% of the time, whenever I'm fishing a Scrounger, I am fishing it on a Fluke style bait. I like the Strike King Caffeine Shad. It's got a little extra salt in it. It's a very soft plastic that's gonna give you a lot of action as this Scrounger head vibrates side to side. So I'm gonna kind of rig it up for you, and then we're gonna go over some do's and don'ts. So all I do is I take the plastic bill and I peel it back for a split second to get that Fluke style bait rigged extremely straight, because it has to be rigged perfect or these things don't like to vibrate well for you. So usually that's about how far I go down when I poke the hook point out. Slide that caffeine shad all the way up, okay? Now, one of the reasons that I do like the Strike King plastic, the Strike King Perfect plastic from KVD, really, it doesn't require that I use any super glue. However, I will go through one of these probably every other fish bite, all right? So if I miss a fish, it might tear a little, it might start to come down. The bait stays up really good when it's fresh, but you may have to put a dot of super glue on it to get it to stay there if you're gonna use it to try to get a second bite, okay? But I believe that 5-inch caffeine shad is absolutely perfect. To me, that matches both bluegill and perch really well in the Northeast or even in the Midwest. This is a great setup when used at the right time. For me, I fish this a ton, especially for smallmouth. When smallmouth are guarding fry, they absolutely hate this bait. I feel like the landing percentage is really high, and you really do get bites from big ones when you fish it. So I fish it often in the spawn and post spawn, and even as we start getting into summer for smallies, because before they get into 25 feet or deeper, they are really susceptible to being caught on any type of a vibe bait. And to me, this is absolutely perfect, okay? I will tell you this. I fish no lighter than a 1/2 ounce. My favorite size is a 3/4 ounce Scrounger. And the reason being is I want to be able to make a real long cast, but that also requires that I use real heavy line in order to get good penetration with this hook size. So I'm almost always throwing this on 18 to 22 pound test, never less than 18. I shouldn't have said almost. I'm always throwing this on 18, 20, or 22. Never anything lighter. Because on a long cast, if that thing gets stinking whacked by a big smallie or largie that's out and around 15 feet of water, I want to be able to get a good hook in them. And that requires heavy line to get a nice, straight, direct pull without a lot of stretch in the line, okay? So, 20 pound test just about, 3/4 ounce Scrounger, 5-inch Fluke style bait. I believe this is the perfect setup. Now, what I will do sometimes is I will often replace the snap. I just feel like if we start growing grass, the way this snap hooks on the outside, you'll see the little tag end of the snap sticks out. I feel like I will start getting slime or grass on it at certain times or on certain lakes that maybe have a vegetation that's just starting to grow. And if that does start happening, I will change this snap out for either a BKK or like, I think Decoy and both VMC also make egg-shaped snaps that the hook is on the inside of the snap instead of sticking out on the outside. So if I am getting grass on it, I will take the time during the day to replace the snap, but I will run it as is until it gives me a problem. All right. So one of my favorite techniques for June and July up here in the north is fishing a scrounger. Like I said, I'm often throwing this 99% of the time on a 3/4 ounce. Occasionally I'll go to a 1/2 ounce, but on your windy, ugly, nasty, overcast, and rainy days, don't sleep on the scrounger for smallies, okay? We'll see you guys out on the water soon. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.